What are you two doing here? It's late.
Mr. Ross, we've got to talk to you. It's real important.
Well, come in. Sit down. Can I get you something?
No, thanks. Mr. Ross, you've got to help us.
What's wrong?
It's the wave.
Mr. Ross, we know how important this is to you. It is to all of us. But it's just gone too far.
It's taken over, Mr. Ross. There's no room to be yourself or say what you really believe.
And all the kids in school are scared. They're really scared. Not only to say anything against the wave, but what might happen to them if they don't go along with it.
Kids are actually spying on each other. Some of them are even using the wave as an excuse to beat up on other kids.
Yes, the principal told me about that this afternoon.
Well, it's true. You can't even carry on a conversation without worrying about who's listening to you. We're really scared, Mr. Ross.
Lori and I haven't talked for days because of the wave. And tonight, I lost control and almost hurt her.
You've got to stop this nightmare.
You're right, and I will.
What are you going to do, Mr. Ross?
Well, I'll take care of it tomorrow. I have to do it my way.
Robert, see this? You see it? Mr. Ross, can I show you something?
Yes, Robert, what is it?
Mr. Ross, what does it mean? It's a secret code, isn't it?
The wave is upon us. Robert, you're right. Class, there's something very important I have to tell you about the wave. At 5 o'clock, there will be a rally in the auditorium for wave members only. Now, the wave is not just a classroom experiment. No. It's much more than that. Across the country, teachers like myself have been recruiting and training a youth brigade to show the rest of the nation how to achieve a better society through discipline, community, action, and pride. Now look what we've accomplished in 2 short weeks in this school alone. If we could change things here, we could change things everywhere. In factories, in stores, in universities, all the institutions.
Mr. Ross. Mr. Ross.
Sit down, David.
But Mr. Ross, you said...
David, please, I said sit down. Now listen carefully. During the rally, a prominent political figure will reveal himself to all of you as our national leader. He will appear on television, and he will announce the formation of a nationwide Wave Youth program.
Wait! Don't listen to him! Don't listen to him! He's lying!
Can't you see what he's doing? Can't any of you think for yourselves anymore?
Robert, Eric, Brian, please escort these 2 out of the room and see that they stay out.
Amy, please listen to me!
They're lying! Don't listen to him! He's lying!
Now, I want every single member of the Wave to attend the rally. Each member of this class is personally responsible for a record turnout.
Everybody wear blue shirts.
Bring banners and signs.
Mr. Ross, we can do it.
Good. And make sure that no one but loyal Wave members are allowed in.
Mr. Ross, yes!
I really couldn't believe it when my mother told me that Mr. Ross called the house. He wants to talk to us.
I know. He tried to reach me, too, but I've had about all the talking I can take from him.
David, is it possible that I was wrong?
No. No, Lori, you were right. We were both right.
Then why doesn't anybody else see it?
I don't know. It's like they're all in a trance or something. Just won't listen anymore.
They've got to listen. David, we've got to make them listen.
I know. And the only thing I can think of is to try to speak at that rally.
It's worth a try.
Come on. Okay, the auditorium's full. Close the doors. Doors in place? Okay, let's check all the doors. Make sure they're all locked. Mr. Ross, all the doors are secure and the guards are in place.
Thank you, Robert. In a moment, our national leader will address us. Robert,
Mr. Ross, yes.
turn on the television set. Yes, there is. There's your leader.
Wird mehr gefordert als von den Millionen der übrigen Volksgenossen. Für Sie genügt nicht die bloße Ablegung des Bekenntnisses, ich glaube, sondern der Schwur, ich setze.
Now listen carefully. There is no national youth movement. You thought you were so special, better than everyone outside this room. You traded your freedom for the luxury of feeling superior. You accepted the group's will over your own convictions, no matter who you hurt. Oh, you thought you were just going along for the ride, that you could walk away at any moment. But where were you heading? How far would you have gone? Take a look at your future.
Alle
Yes, you would have all made good Nazis. You would have put on the uniforms, turned your heads, and allowed your friends and neighbors to be persecuted and destroyed. Fascism isn't something those other people did. It's right here, in all of us. You ask, how could the German people do nothing as millions of innocent human beings were murdered? How could they claim they weren't involved? What causes people to deny their own history? Well, if history repeats itself, you'll all want to deny what has happened to you in the wave. But if our experiment is successful, you will have learned that we are all responsible for our own actions, and that you must question what you do rather than blindly follow a leader, and that for the rest of your lives, you will never allow a group's will to usurp your individual rights. Now, I know this has been painful for you. It certainly has for me. But it's a lesson we'll all share for the rest of our lives.